happened was it was cleaner, wasn't really like garbage collector. So my friend had this job, so his friend asked him whether he wanted this job or not. And it was during the Christmas Wonderland. So there was one day he was actually like sweeping and cleaning. And you know there's a lot of couples, like what we said just now, right?
Yeah.
So he actually saw his ex. He actually saw his ex while sweeping, and this ex wasn't alone. This ex was with another girl.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
After Class,
where we talk about anything and everything after class. So for today's episode, we'll be talking about side hustles during studies. So what's your opinion on like doing like side hustles, like freelance jobs or part-time jobs, while studying?
I think there's no issue to that. Like personally, I mean, if you wanna do some side hustling while studying, I think that's completely fine. It's just, I think it's a matter of whether you are able to cope with both.
Have you done it before though?
I actually have, like, I did part-time job. I was doing a part-time job while studying.
What job? What kind of job?
I did F&B.
Ooh.
Yeah, for
That's
almost
a
3 years.
typical, like,
Yeah, that's such a typical job.
part-time
Yeah, I think
job.
because I never done a part-time job back then before. So I didn't know like what I should be looking for. For me, it's just, oh, it's a part-time job, then okay lah,
The good thing about part-time jobs is that it's flexible also because you get to study. I mean, you get to study, but at the same time, like in your free time, you get to earn some extra cash. Like
True.
if you got extra time to spend and like extra, and you want some extra money, then I think it's a good way to just use that time to earn some money, get some like experience, some sort of experience lah. I think it's quite valuable in a sense.
Yeah, and I think like some people in uni they don't really take like allowances from their parents.
Yeah,
as
correct,
well.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good way for you to gain some extra cash at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so Brandon, what kind of like jobs have you worked on?
So I actually worked quite a few like part-time jobs. So for part-time jobs, I've done F&B, I've done retail, I've done event jobs before. But I think for me my favorite one would be F&B.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why I like F&B is that I get free food.
That's so true
While
though.
working.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
but you save money for a meal.
Exactly. You save money.
Yeah.
'Cause for me, I think for retail, it's a bit more taxing. Because I got to stand like for like the entire like shift. And like, man, I've got weak knees. So like, I mean, I would prefer like, like an environment which I can get like free food. But at the same time, like, I think some of the places that I worked at also, some of the staff are really very nice. Like the bosses are also really nice. I think I've learned more skills in F&B because I've been a barista before. I learned how to like prepare food. So I guess it's like something that, like, you don't exactly get to have the experience if you don't go find part-time jobs itself. lah. If you all do not know, I have like my own business.
Your milk tea?
I have my own business. Plug over here.
So for me, like during university, I still continued working on like my film company that I started with my friends. Yeah, so like after A-levels, I wanted to work on like my video editing skills. So me and my friends, we got together, then we just started making videos. As in like we went around Singapore filming some stuff. Then after that, we got hired by people. Like we got hired like by university. We filmed like their dance pageant videos, and then we got hired by like weddings. It started from friends lah, but it was very fun. Like I think weddings are the most fun to shoot, and it's quite flexible like during school also because like it's like a one-off thing. So you just go there, shoot, and you go back edit. So it's quite flexible. But the harder thing is that no one is like taking care of you. You're taking care of yourself. Yeah, entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I think for me, like a little bit similar to Dina, I do more like freelance work.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've done events as well, and but mostly I do like those kind of like acting as extras inside like commercials and whatever like dramas. And I think I mentioned this before in my TikTok, but like I did like social media content creation for like an insurance manager also. So I did like postings for him, like like posting on Instagram, Facebook. and replying to the messages there. And I also did video editing for him. Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, so it pays like, I mean, this kind of job, it pays a little bit better than the $8 an hour.
Yeah.
But of course, it's like very on and off, like during the
Yeah, it's not a
holidays.
constant
Yeah, it's not a
flow,
constant
right?
flow
Yeah.
of like income. Yeah, but it gives you like the extra bit of cash whenever you have like an extra pocket of time. Yeah.
I think those are really good for your resumes though. Yeah, like because you get the skills as well, and then you're working with editings and like films and stuff like that.
Which is true also because I think in terms of freelance, you get a little bit more flexibility in terms of your time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are paid more on
Infrequent.
like your
not-
skills.
Yeah,
also.
it depends on how much jobs you get, lor.
Correct.
Yeah,
So-
because
so-
especially when you're doing like extras for acting, they do have like they may call you or they may not choose you.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can like so-called plan on your end, but if they don't take you, then yeah, that pocket of time doesn't have any income. Yeah, it just goes.
The main reasons why part-time jobs are so popular among students is that it's flexible, that's one. And two is that employers like to hire students.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
actually employers like to hire students because they're easy to train. They're easy
they're
to,
young.
Still young.
They're still young.
Oh,
And
so
at
like
the
they
same
won't
time-
fight back, like they won't
Correct.
talk back. Oh, okay.
And at the same time is cheaper labor. If you
I
think about it,
see.
if you
That's
want to hire
true.
an adult, you cannot pay an adult like the same
Yeah,
price.
it's in a full-time one lah.
Correct. So I mean, if you think about it, like you're paying for like a cheaper
$8
labor,
per
you're paying
hour, that kind, right?
for somebody that you can mold, somebody you can control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to use
You can
the
shake,
G word.
you can shake
Yeah.
and mold and
Correct,
nurture.
correct. So that's why
I mean,
like,
those are better words. Nurture.
nurture. Direct, you know?
Direct.
That is why like a lot of it's more popular like because it's flexible, you get some money, but at the same time employers like it because they also get like a better end of the deal lah.
I guess it's like it depends on the company or like the whatever you're working for. Because I heard of friends who quit part time because they insisted that they must put a certain number of hours per week.
That's
That's
right.
true.
And they
That's
can't
true.
commit, yeah.
Yes.
So it's like I guess like because of that, I was always very
Some are quite
afraid.
strict. So
Correct.
if you don't hit a certain hour, then you're
Yeah.
straight away like
Yeah,
fired.
it's just
Then you
fine,
can't,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, correct. But I guess it really depends how flexible they are and how like strict they are. So because some companies are really quite chill.
Yeah.
Some is like, hey, this week cannot work. Okay, never mind. I'll find somebody else. So it's really depends.
correct,
Because
correct.
sometimes some things, like some weeks you really just can't. Like you got
Yeah,
some
yeah.
very
Like
important
finals.
submissions. Yeah, I mean, some of the employers understand, some of the employers don't exactly understand also.
Yeah.
So it's really based on, like I think during the interview process, you gotta be very like open
Honest,
with
yeah.
them. Like, saying like some weeks maybe like I really cannot work, and then if they understand, then like that's good for you. If they don't, then on to the next interview.
Yeah.
I think some places have like exam week bonuses. Like they pay more during exam week.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Really?
Or maybe that's like uni, more like uni
Maybe.
uni stores.
I don't know like public holidays.
I know public holidays like double pay.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Always work.
Yeah,
Public
man. That's why. I think I was quite lucky with the place I worked at because they were really, really flexible with the scheduling. Like there was a period where I was only working like every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, then there was one time I went back to like Malaysia for like a couple of months and then I never worked. Then they were like completely fine with it. Then when I came back, I just like gave in schedule again.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that was quite nice lah.
I think like good thing about part time is that you get a lot of staff benefits.
Oh.
Depending on where you're
yeah.
at. So if like retail, you know, you get like store like
Hey, bubble tea,
discount.
I know you get free bubble tea every day.
Yeah, so it's like if you work at like F&B, you probably get like staff discount or you get like some staff benefits.
Ah.
If you go to the shop, you can get like discount also.
My friend
Correct,
gets Lululemon 40%.
Oh my
Last time,
god.
last time when I worked at Awfully Chocolate, right?
The gymmer in you is
Yeah, man.
excited. She's gonna ask you for the contact after this.
Almost 50%.
It's a lot, it's a lot.
But it's quite good. But it's so expensive. But I mean, if you work there, then it's more
40%
worth it.
off.
Yeah, man.
I can ask my friend.
Yeah, she's gonna do it after.
Last time when
my
I was
God.
working at Awfully Chocolate, I don't know if I can say this, but I get free cakes.
Oh my god.
the cake.
Like a whole cake?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As a part-timer.
It's also time. I mean,
Those cakes are good.
I'm not supposed to lah. I'm supposed to throw away.
Oh.
How can you throw a whole chocolate?
I wouldn't throw away also.
my God.
But I wouldn't say I'll care.
So maybe don't. Okay, I change. Like because they say that it has like the store life is until this date.
Yeah.
After
Right.
this date, you cannot consume anymore. So you throw it away.
But
So
you eat
okay,
it.
you eat it lor.
Then my expiry date is just
You
a
see
date.
us like eating chocolate cake like that.
Oh my god, but won't be like damn jelak, then you damn sick of it after.
But-
But it's good.
It's already chocolate.
It's free.
It's okay.
Everything tastes better when it's free.
Yes.
Okay, please edit it out because like Brandon doesn't want to be super awfully chocolate. What kind of like jobs do you think that are like quite interesting that our viewers can go and like try as well? Like very odd jobs, very exotic, that kind.
Oh.
I think like one very very interesting is that like I have a friend that actually like went to like collect like rubbish, like rubbish collect that kind of thing. But it was also during COVID, so a lot of foreign workers was down with COVID, so they had lack of manpower. So that's the reason why like they were looking for people. And the thing is that actually they were paid quite well. So like our average job is like like maximum is like 10.
Yeah.
Guess how
20.
much? It's 24.
Oh my
Oh my god, 24 is a lot leh.
For
our
That's
hour.
3
Wow.
times your pay.
Oh my god!
That's more than a double
It's
pay.
crazy. And like they just collect. I mean, it's not everybody want to do, but
But it's like
still
the
paid quite
hours
long.
very long or something.
So they are paid for like a 12-hour shift. But the thing is, if they end early, they are still paid the entire duration. So let's say they work
No.
from 7 to 7, but then they only work until like let's say 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Then after that, they just work from 1 until 1 p.m. right? They're still paid the entire like 12 hours.
Oh my god, that's how
So
it's
it
fun.
follows on how fast they finish it.
Correct, in a sense, yeah. So actually, it's like
$296.
it's a different job, but you still get paid quite a lot.
296 eh.
Yeah.
Oh, for 1 day.
296.
I mean, but it smells bad lah. But it smells bad, but your pocket happy.
Just go home, shower early.
Yeah, the money comes in like a
So for
treat.
those people who
But it
can take
smells.
strong smell.
Yeah, man. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot.
But the money smells.
Actually, speaking about that, I saw another friend that's something very similar. So what happened was it was cleaner. It wasn't really like garbage collector. Yeah. So my friend had this job. So his friend asked him whether he wanted this job or not. And it was during the Christmas Wonderland.
Christmas Wonderland,
Yeah.
all the couple.
Yeah, man. All the ooh. Okay, yeah. So basically,
All the couple reviews of the year, man.
yeah, man. So the pay. Okay, that one the pay wasn't very high. It was like $8 to $10.
Normal.
Yeah.
Normal pay
So
lah.
it was just like normal cleaning, those like sweeping and kind of things. Yeah. So what happened was very funny story. So basically, what happened was he went and worked for like about 1-2 months, like during the whole Christmas Wonderland duration. So there's one day he was actually like sweeping and cleaning. And there's a lot of couples, like what we said just now, right?
Yeah.
So guess who he saw while
No.
he was cleaning?
Wait.
Oh my god.
So he actually saw his ex. He actually saw his ex while sweeping. And this ex wasn't alone. This ex was with another girl. Another boy.
Oh my god.
You know when I heard that story, what are you doing?
How are you doing in life? How are you?
Fish.
Oh my god.
You know when I heard that story from him, I burst. I really
Probably
burst.
like all-time low.
I think his confidence is just
Oh, just
went
imagine,
like
like-
down.
That's my ex-boyfriend.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh.
Insane, I tell you. Oh,
Rest in
I
peace,
can't,
brother.
I can't like imagine the
sorry.
situation.
It's like you meet your ex at the worst
This kind of
timing
places
possible.
like I don't like to work at too crowded places. I don't know.
So
Like
you
there's
wanna
always
see
the
people,
chance of
Or
you
seeing-
seeing somebody.
Singapore
Like
is
somebody
too
you know.
small.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
that's
very
true.
paiseh. Like sometimes you do a job, then like friends come and like, hello there, haha.
Yeah, man.
Don't disturb me. I want to do my job.
Hey, why are you sleeping the
Yeah, like so paiseh.
It's like, what are the chances that you see like somebody
Someone,
you know?
right? Yeah.
And then
Your
some of my
ex-girl.
friends saw his ex.
Oh my
So it's
God.
like,
with a new guy.
I feel so bad for him too this day.
Probably the other guy will probably be like, wow.
Yeah, the
So
girl
much
that
better.
great.
Can't feel it. Okay, lah, but my friend's a good person. Lah.
Yeah. It's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like.
He's just hustling.
Yeah,
He's just hustling. Yeah, but everyone is having fun. He's hustling.
Yeah, earning money, man.
What's your
What
boyfriend
y'all
doing?
doing? Taking a picture of you? Yeah. You're earning money.
You got money? No man. He just spend money on you.
Do you have any other weird
Oh my god.
jobs? So actually before COVID, I actually worked at Halloween Horror Nights. I was a scarer.
Ooh. It's a picture. Ding.
I find for you. But as in, it was interesting because actually they do pay quite well. Yeah, but the thing is you need to go through like an audition process
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. You need to wear like makeup, you need to wear costumes. The thing is, like Singapore's weather,
Oh.
not fun to be in costume and in like full makeup. But the thing is like, if you are somebody that enjoys
Scaring
seeing
people.
people like scared, then like I mean that's very fun. But there are like certain like very very like not so fun moments. So I was so scared at like the zone. So I could run around and stuff like that. So I was running around chasing people like that. There was one guy, he took like a water bottle and he splashed water at me.
Oh my god,
I was so angry, I chased him all the way.
Do you actually?
Yeah, no, like what the heck? You can't even do this to like a scared like
Yeah, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Yeah.
I was like, bro, you gotta come back, man. And then I made sure that he never came back again.
So you chased him out of the hurry.
Yeah, I made sure that he cannot come back. I made sure that I report him. Yeah. No, but there were other cases also in which like it was a lot worse for my female friends. So it's very common that like a lot
They
of
get
scarers
touched,
get touched.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's quite normal because I think some of them get like drunk also. So it's a very
Oh
normal
yeah, they
thing.
drink a little to get like
Yeah, correct.
less scared.
Right.
But I guess it's like normal because it happens every year also.
Oh.
It shouldn't be
It
normal.
shouldn't
I
be
mean,
normalized.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah,
sad.
okay, but it's
it's
awesome.
interesting because I mean it's not a day to it's not a normal job.
Yeah,
It's
and I
not-
heard the audition process is quite funny because
Yeah, yeah.
it's like you're not in makeup, you're not in whatever, then you
Correct.
pretend
You need
to
to
be like
pretend
scared.
So they're like,
Then funny.
they're like, can you imagine now like you suddenly got bit by a zombie, then now you transform into a zombie. They're like, huh? Oh.
Hey, do your audition, do your audition. do your audition, show us.
And
Show
action.
us.
Oh, I got bit by Then like there's only
Train to Busan,
Yeah,
guys.
really like it's really like train to
Not
Busan.
bad.
That's
I mean, you got
actually
in at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
you got it. Yeah.
But I mean, it's an interesting experience. Interesting experience because it's like acting,
Yeah.
but kind of like impromptu at the same time.
Yeah,
But
improvising.
at the same time, also it's working in like an event.
It's a fun activity.
It's a fun
yeah.
activity.
Maybe we should try.
So do you have any like tips for like people out there who want to like start side hustling, part-time jobbing, freelancing? Any tips and advices, people?
I think we can start with like freelance acting. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
let's
like
do
Facebook groups, a lot of Telegram channels that you can
WhatsApp.
For the
get into.
actors?
Yeah.
That's what you can do.
Like,
It's all on my TikTok. Okay.
You have to actively. But the thing is, you have to actively go and
Yeah, you
find
have to
Actively
actively
what,
search.
what suits you.
Yeah, and you try to look for roles that you definitely can fit.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that if you don't even fit the prototype, you'll never get a call back. So don't even try to apply for those. Like, don't try to pretend that you're like 12 years old when you're 20 lah. Of course.
That's true.
So it's like you must really like for those you really have to look at whether you fit the profile of the person that you're trying to look for.
I think at the start, if you're like just getting started with it, right, you can obviously join extras, you know, to get experience, to get
And
the
get casting
connection.
directors like numbers.
Yeah, get them like. Let them recognize you.
Yeah.
But then slowly, eventually, you can't keep getting extra. You can't keep going for extra roles. Like you have to try and step out and get those.
That's
like,
if you want to develop your career.
Yeah,
lah.
that's
But
if you want to develop.
if you just want a side hustle that like
If your
Yeah, that's
main
true.
goal is to be 红星大奖 main character.
yeah, then you have to progress lah. But if you just want to keep it as a side hustle, like a bit of money, like during like your recess week, that, you know, that 1 week break or something like that, then
Right.
I think like that's what you can look out for lah.
Yeah, true. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, also like just know your worth.
Yeah, or like those kind of student projects, they'll ask you to like state your rates and everything.
Yeah, I think student projects also quite okay.
yeah, the price is quite okay, but of course that for that you have to have a certain level of skills because you have to act. Yeah.
Yeah, I think acting's a skill. I guess like for me, it's like you find your skill, and then get paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find a skill that you like also, then you won't.
Yes.
hate it.
So like
you-
for
you like
photography,
making time.
videography, and like
I'm
designing,
Like
it's all about
designing.
your skills.
Like I think that for freelance, you need to practice your craft first. Make sure that you're good at it. Then you can sell your
Your worth.
Yeah.
skill or your service.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it is like you need to promote yourself, like be it through social media and
Yeah.
everything.
You need to be a bit shameless. To put it very bluntly.
A
That's
little
true,
bit
that's
lah,
true.
like
Like you need to say, like if people say, oh, can we charge you $200 for this poster? Huh? Like no, man. Like I know I'm worth more. Like
Yeah.
like I've done more. I know that the quality I can give. So I'm gonna charge you 300. Like, take it or leave it. If you
And I
don't want, you
guess,
can find
like,
somebody else.
Advice of the day.
advice of the day.
Is know your worth.
Know your worth. Yeah.
Be confident with your work.
Yeah.
Then for all those who are starting out their companies, or their businesses?
I
What
think
kind of
it's-
advice do you have?
If you're trying to start like own business or like a home-based kind of thing or like whatever, I think just take the first step. Be confident. Do your research before that first.
Yeah.
Like know what you can or cannot do for whatever business you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Ask for a lot of advice if you can. But
Go
I think
online.
don't be afraid to do something because if you fail, like I mean, ultimately that's gonna help you in the future to help you grow lah.
But make sure you can take the loss.
Yeah.
Don't put in
Spend
your
so much
entire life
money.
savings.
Yeah.
True.
Right. Then for all the F&B or the more normal kind of jobs, what kind of advice do you have? Look for better bosses.
I think first is need to manage your time. First.
yeah,
Make sure
time
you
management.
prioritize what is important to you first, and then you see how you can manage your time and how you can manage your schedule with school, with work, with friends, with relationships and everything. How you can fit like that part-time job into your schedule itself. If you can't, then
Don't push.
Don't force yourself.
Yeah,
Don't
don't force it.
Yeah.
If you don't need the money,
Don't force it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
especially if it takes up too much of your time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's really not worth at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for like this more like extra pocket money.
True.
But for those people who like do have a little bit of like financial difficulties or like have to support themselves through through like their uni life, I know of people who do that.
Yeah.
Then they do a lot of part-time jobs in school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
There's
like
a
they
lot
do
of
yeah, they
opportunities
have
to work.
like the kind of like calling the alumni and everything, that kind of job. Yeah, they have.
You just have to be very I think with your employers, you just have to be very transparent with what you can offer, how much time you can commit,
Yeah.
and what you can do as a employee. So
Yeah.
I think being transparent with them helps them understand what you can give,
Yeah.
and then they can know what they can offer you as well. So it's like a nice balance also. So you don't get eaten up by your employers, but at the same time they can give you what you need also.
I guess when you are doing like side hustles in school, you have to make sure that you are still ultimately in control of your time.
Yes.
Because like the part-time jobs are not very worth like spending more time than you can on them, because you can easily find another part-time job actually.
Exactly, yes,
So it's
I
like you must make sure that you are still in control of your time and do not let anybody like take away that control from you. Yeah.
If that job kind of benefits you in
Yeah,
the
it-
long run,
yeah.
then like,
Go for it, yeah.
because
I
it
think-
will help you.
I
But
think
if it
like-
doesn't, then like you might want to reconsider some choices.
Yeah, like sometimes it's good to have a bit of that pressure, but really know like what kind of direction you want to be working towards. Because
Yeah.
there's no point like just having a part-time job that just pays you money. I mean pocket money.
I mean, if you want money,
if
then
you
like,
already
okay
have
lah,
like
take money.
support from your parents, like
Correct.
okay, if you have support from your parents and then you still want like pocket money, right? I mean like it is.
Greedy.
It's not a must. Like at the end of the day, like your grades do matter. Yeah, so I feel like pressure is somewhat good, but at the same time, it's like you really have to consider whether you're managing well or not. Yeah.
I think even at first when I told my parents that I'm gonna work part time, then they were like, "You sure or not? I mean, like you don't really
Yeah.
need to."
You can
Yeah,
manage.
yeah.
Then in my mind, I'm
The
like,
parents' concern is always, can you manage your time?
Yeah, correct.
If
Yeah.
you can manage your time, then like there is no issue. But if you can't, then that's when
"You gotta
a
think."
problem will arise because you are jeopardizing your own like studies for like a $8 job.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like you gotta make sure that you
Exactly.
prioritize your things properly.
Yeah, so
Correct.
Nina, so you just now you said that like your parents don't really like
it.
you
Yeah.
working. So do you want to talk about?
I think it's because like when they were younger, then they didn't like their family wasn't as affluent, so like they had to work. Yeah, they had to work to fund their studies. But for me, it's like they're funding my studies. I'm fortunate, so I should just be studying. I'm using their money. I should just study hard. I should enjoy my life as a student.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, like part of my student life is also working,
Yeah.
like a bit. But honestly, like my school commitments also, I have a very active school life, so my school life kind of takes over my outside jobs also. Yeah.
Right.
But they never like completely stop you from like wanting
They
to.
can't stop me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, my mom is a little bit like that. Like she's a bit concerned, but then it's like I'm like, okay, I have my time sorted well. And then she'll
Yeah,
just let me
I
do.
mean, I'm in hall now.
just reassure them that it'll be fine.
And with that, we have come to the end of another episode. If you like what you see, click
here for more and click here to subscribe.
And we will see you
After class.
Bye! $2!
$2 each, right?